it's something that you can't get anywhere else in life, and I feel the wrestling ring is my second home away from home, if you will. I feel comfortable there, and in a wrestling ring I could almost do anything.
It's a great feeling.
Great feeling. It's you're dreaming. It's a dream.
Yeah.
So a dream come true. Yeah.
If we ask you to tell the viewers a little more about your character, including something that no one else knows about SeXXXy Eddy, did anything unusual or unexpected happen in the ring as well during that experience?
Well, unusual things that people don't know about SeXXXy Eddy. I'll tell you, most of the girls know already all about SeXXXy Eddy down there, so we're not going to get into that. Some unusual bloopers even. Some people might not know a couple of things about me that, again, some people have seen my first matches maybe being hardcore, they call them death matches, which involves light tubes, barbed wire, and thumbtacks. So some people, that's their first impression of me going on YouTube, typing SeXXXy Eddy, and that's what you find. What a lot of people don't know is that as even from Cornwall here, I've been in a lot of family shows where I'm a very versatile character. So some people, they've maybe pigeonholed me where they said, he does a lot of violent matches with glass, and I don't know if you can see sometimes the scars. You know, we have some on our backs and like our bodies, and it shows. Some people still will say that wrestling is fake. When I dislocated my shoulder, when I broke my nose 3 times, and when I got numerous concussions, I believe that shows you that it's not fake. We work together to put on the best show possible for the fans out there, but injuries do happen. Accidents, sometimes your mind could be elsewhere, you're not focused.
And suddenly you miss a move. And
something happens and you could land bad. People have been paralyzed, people have died in wrestling rings before. So it's just to let people know that like any other sport, you have to train hard, you have to practice. If not, your body will not be ready for it. And some accidents have happened to me too. Once I was in Mississauga, Ontario, where a move I had done before, something happened bad. I bounced off the ropes and my face hit the metal post.
Oh boy!
What happened there? I broke my front teeth.
Oh.
And metal and teeth is not a good combination.
No.
Right there, your teeth shatter like chalk. And so I tried to spit it in one pile because sometimes you could save teeth, but it was over. And we continued the match. I had about a minute left. But it was hard because my mouth was swollen. I had to keep my mouth shut. Like my first big break in wrestling was my first chance to get to wrestle in the United States. I wrestled in Delaware for a company, Combat Zone Wrestling, and it was called Tournament of Death 3, which already in the title,
Wow.
you know it's not going to be a walk through the park.
No.
This was matches were very extreme, very hardcore, so where the fans have to be ready. You don't want to eat lunch before watching some of these matches. And where in the second match I did that night, since it was a tournament, I advanced in my first match. The second match I wrestled my opponent Arsenal, who was also, I was feuding with him all over in Ontario and in Quebec, where we finally were wrapping up a feud, and we said we're gonna do it in Delaware for the American fans because they haven't seen many Canadian wrestlers, and we tore up the house. Accident that happened, a blessing in disguise, if you will. Yeah. I tore an artery in my arm, which the only way to heal an artery, you have to suture it shut with flame and then sew it, because an artery will continue to bleed until you are out of blood. Ooh. It pumps with your heart. So in that moment, I had torn an artery by accident with the glass. Glass is unpredictable, like fire, like barbed wire. You have to watch out. And in total, I had 19 stitches that I needed to get on my body. But this particular one, right in my arm, it started shooting like a water fountain. And every time I would squeeze my fist, the water fountain would go higher. And I saw this, and it looked almost as if this is from a movie. This is science fiction. And so I brought my arm to my face like this, squeezed it, and drank like a water fountain. That match right there that happened in July in 2004, it solidified SeXXXy Eddy. People knew who I was, and this gave me the opportunity to travel all over throughout the states, going to Tennessee, Texas, Indiana, Illinois, all on the East Coast, Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York. I got to visit so many great places, so many people. Even got the chance to go to Europe. I wrestled for two companies, WXW in Germany and IPW UK in England. So for me, doing something that you love and getting paid for it and being treated like a star was new to me. And I loved this feeling of having fun out there, doing what I do best and entertaining, and being rewarded for it. There's not a better feeling than when all the work, all the training, at the end it all comes back, and some people might get injured or some people might lose interest before they get popular. SeXXXy Eddy is a household name for wrestling fans out there, and like I said, if you go on YouTube, you can see matches, promos, everything. And I'm not a computer expert. These are fans themselves that they write to me and they tell me, we love what you're doing, keep up the good work, and they put it on the internet. So to all the fans that come to the shows, to all the fans that write me and that help me out in our careers in independent wrestling on the computer, thank you very much, because you're making something that for me I hold dear to my heart. You're making it more in the mainstream and you're opening it up to a lot of new fans. So I really appreciate that.
Dreams do come true.
Yes, definitely.
You want to see more of SeXXXy Eddy? Fans of all ages, check out the XXX Sex Express in action in various wrestling events available on DVD. SeXXXy Eddy is indeed a household name.